Hey there, I almost just said, hey there, Pisces. Just kidding. Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here. This is your reading for the week of September 27th. This week, we're going to just jump right in here, Sag, and we are just going to see what is coming up for you at this time. I love this card. This is like my favorite card in this deck. It's been a good week, is what I would say. The readings have been relatively positive. There's some challenges, of course, but for the most part, pretty positive. And I kept seeing the sun while I was shuffling. So, if you don't know, if you haven't been watching me, I shuffle for like a good amount of time before I start each reading. And the sun kept wanting to pop out. So I like to see that. For some of you, this kind of looks like the truth coming out for some of you, especially this top row here. You have the Ace of Swords, the Sun, and the Devil. So I would definitely be careful, like if you don't want to know the truth in a situation from a person. The Devil definitely could be like a toxic truth or could be some sort of lie coming out. So I would, I always like to tell people, protect yourself from that if you don't want to hear it. If you want closure, then the closure is definitely showing up right here in your reading. So that could be a good thing. But you have this grasshopper spirit. It says, take a leap of faith. So very good card. This is considered to be a very lucky card as well. Definitely a lot of luck showing up here for you. You have the Ten of Cups, the Sun, looks really good. So I feel like it could be a very lucky week. But I also feel like it would be a good time for you to take a leap of faith because you have this Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords represents a victory or having some sort of victory. So I do feel like you could be having a victory this week with the Ace of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Cups here in this row. I feel that a lot of you could be walking away from things that are unlucky is what I'm getting off of the Eight of Cups. I like the Eight of Cups. To me, it is a card of walking into darkness. He is a little bit unsettled. He's a little bit unsure of the direction that he's walking in. So these could represent your feelings at the beginning of this week. You could be feeling unsettled or uncertain, not sure what direction to go in. But he's walking towards the Nine of Cups. It's like he's walking towards fulfillment, contentment, happiness, the sun, good things, right? So to me, it can be a very good card in the sense that it's like you're walking towards bigger and better things. I would just make sure to set healthy boundaries, whatever you're heading towards. We go Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands to the Devil in this row right here, this diagonal. So, to me, that would make sure you're putting up boundaries against things that have hurt you. It's kind of interesting as well, just like looking at how this is set up. The Nine of Wands here, as your center card, this guy, he's looking up towards the Ace of Swords. Leo had a very similar reading in the sense that sometimes I feel like these readings, the way that I lay them out, it's kind of like almost like this is a choice, either this way or this way. And the middle row kind of supports the reading, if that makes sense. And I feel like the Nine of Wands guy, his eyes are going up towards his sword. So I feel like this direction is the positive direction for you to go in your life. And I would set boundaries against anything toxic, any toxic people, or any toxic people from the past that you've been through. The Devil can, I want to stay on track here, Sagittarius, but one thing I do want to say is that the Devil can represent like things that you have gone through and certain lessons. He has the symbol for Saturn on his hand. He's also sitting on the black box of Saturn as well. And, it kind of represents, Saturn can represent the taskmaster. He can represent certain lessons or things that we've been through or things that we have learned. So, in a lot of ways, we shouldn't totally, eliminate the Devil from our life because he can represent certain lessons that we have learned. And we need to look at those lessons because they're important. It's not like the devil like we think of in the Bible, right? Just like Saturn, the lessons that we have learned. Let's see. We're going to clarify this first row and see where this is going. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Sun. Damn, Sagittarius. Happiness, good things, reasons to celebrate coming in for you as well. I get like a certain sense of purity coming off of that card as well. With the Ten of Cups, justice, definitely a truth coming out here. I feel the sun twice. The sun exposes things. The sun shines light on things that we're dealing with. When I put that Ace of Swords down, the first word that popped into my head was the truth. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like the truth is coming out here. Something's being exposed. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Seven of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles is growth. Again, I do feel like there is a strong need for you to not discount like the, taskmaster challenges that you have been through. If you've been through something and you've learned a lot, I feel like you need to look at those situations and say, like, what can I gain from this? I think people throw away their challenges. We go through something and we just can't wait to get away from it. Totally understandable if we're going through a challenge. But I feel like we need to look at what we learned and what we gained, because we shouldn't be throwing that out, right? And make sure you're getting, I always say, like, make sure you're getting your rewards for the challenges that you've been through. So it's like, if you haven't earned a reward from a challenge yet, then it's like time to work on that so that you can get something from it. So I feel there's like a need to not throw away some sort of challenge. Next, you have the Diligence card here. Definitely a card of paying attention to the details. Just like the Seven of Pentacles and the Sun shines a light on things that we need to pay attention to. So I do feel that it would be very important for you to pay attention to the details here this week with this energy. You have the Sun, the Nine of Wands, and the Three of Cups here. Definitely a celebration and happiness coming in for you here with the Three of Cups. Three of Cups can just be a celebration, good news, good things coming in for you, happiness. I do feel some of you I am getting like a reunion here. Could be with like family members and things, but for others, I feel like it's just an idea, mostly because of this Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands can represent like one last try, or giving something another chance, basically. I don't think this is love. I'm not necessarily getting that type of reunion. It could be for some of you, but if it is, I would say you have to have healthy boundaries. It could also be love in the sense that you're meeting a new person who you could fall in love with or have love with. But again, the Nine of Wands says make sure that you're setting healthy boundaries up front so that it turns into something positive. But for the most part, I feel like some of you here are getting a second chance at something that like makes you happy. Not really a second chance. I feel like you're just trying again. You're just not giving up on something with the Nine of Wands here. So it could be like a business idea, a project that you've been working on, a job that you want to get. Could be anything like that. And I feel this is like a lot of happiness coming in because you are going to be successful this time around is what I see here, Sagittarius. So let's clarify and let's see here. With the Sun, you have the Ace of Cups. Your emotions overflowing, being very happy, things working out in your favor. So definitely very positive. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Death card here. You have the Death card twice. The Sun is coming up in the back of the Death card, and it kind of represents the fact that the Sun is coming up. There is happiness coming in for you. Good things are coming in for you here. So I do feel like there are going to be a lot of reasons to be happy. Definitely going through a change or a transformation. And with the Three of Cups here, you have the Star. Like a lot of healing energy. Pretty much every single sign this week has had like a lot of healing type energy going on in the reading, I would say. So I do feel like you could be healing from, challenges, could be healing from past tower moments, or could also be healing from some sort of truth that is coming out. I feel like you always get the Sun and the Star in your readings because I'm always saying, I think it's you, Sagittarius. To me, the Sun and the Star together, which you have the Sun twice and the Star here, to me, that's fame and fortune. So if any of you are trying to become famous, this is definitely a very good energy for you here, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is like the sign of fame and fortune. Even people who have like a midheaven in Sagittarius can become famous. So, definitely really good for that. It could be like famous in another sense. It could just be like a lot of positive attention coming in for you. So definitely good energy. Next, you have the No Place Like Home card here. So some of you could be like wanting to spend time at home, or you could be hoping to spend more time at home. I do feel like it would be a good time to do that. You have the Devil, the Death card, and the King of Pentacles here. In a lot of ways, I feel this is saying you need to let go of something that's toxic. Like if you're dealing with a person and, hoping that they change, I would say, to me, I actually see this as the person still being the same. King of Pentacles is a card of kind of things always being the same. So I would be careful of dealing with a person from the past who is toxic, because to me this really says that they basically haven't changed. So I would be careful, especially if you're dealing with a past person here, Sagittarius. For others, this to me just says you're going through a transformation. The King is dead on the death card, it kind of represents the fact that nothing is above death, like even kings die, right? But you have the King of Pentacles right here, so I feel like you're kind of, starting over, starting something new, or finding security in something else. The King of Pentacles can represent security. It's kind of like a word that's jumping out to me here. Let's clarify this. With the Devil, you have the Six of Cups here. Again, I feel like if you're dealing with the past person, I feel like they're still the same. So I would be very careful of that here. Although this is pretty positive, the clarifying cards. Sun, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, pretty good. Could be love coming in for you. With the Death card, yeah, King of Swords. I feel like this is the king that is dying. Probably a past person. Could be an air sign. Could be an earth sign as well. I'm getting here, Sagittarius. So it could be basically any sign. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Emperor. I feel like this is what you should focus on, is like an Emperor type person. And it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to. An Emperor type person is more balanced, and I feel like you could be moving towards like a more balanced type of relationship if you're looking for love. I really feel like this is your answer, this path right here, not this direction. So I would focus on the future. I would try something again, and I would stick to a plan as well. I feel like that sticking to a plan or kind of like following plans is going to lead to the most success in your life at this time. But Sagittarius, we're going to clarify this. We're going to do cards 1. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. If you don't have questions, then I'm going to put them all together at the end, so it's fine. But if you do have questions, feel free to pause the reading 1, 2, and 3. For question number 1, I would say yes, Six of Pentacles. I feel like something is balancing out here with question number 1. For question number 2, I would say yes, the Justice card. Again, some sort of truth coming out. And for question number 3, I would say yes, Temperance. 3 S's. This looks pretty good to me here, Sagittarius. I do feel like some of you, if you're looking for love, could be dealing with a Libra. Or there could be a Libra, there could be a Libra coming in for you here. But I also just get like balance, a lot of balanced energy, Justice and the Six of Pentacles. This is really like things really balancing out, things becoming more fair and balanced in your life in general. And that's kind of like what I feel like is happening for you. Actually, 3 cards of balance, even the Temperance card can represent balance. So pretty straightforward reading, looks really good. So thank you for being here, Sag, really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.